What is your theory on B movies?
So on what?
B movies.
B movies, like rated B movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like them straight to videos that now are kind of mainstream on Netflix. Yeah, basically. So I was sitting there like last weekend, I was binge watching some movies on Hulu, Netflix, no plugs, and
zero plugs.
Zero.
Oh, we'll touch on Hulu in a second.
And they were all B movies, right? Mm-hmm. There was one with what's your man?
That's how you know it's B movie.
No, I know his name, but every time I get it, I know his last name, but not the first name. Something White, does karate.
Michael Jai White,
right? There's a film that he was doing where his brother was a cop. It got weird, man. They both in the military.
Falcon Rising.
Is that what it was?
Maybe.
It may have been.
I was on Amazon and I ran across Dirty. Apparently, Q Henry Jr. where he played the cop. Ex game banger, him and his partner were ex game bangers. They tried to cover up. Hey, I was like, when did I can't take Cuba Gooding Jr. seriously as an ex game banger.
Cuba's resume is just it's something to marvel at, man. It's like he got skills in Hollywood as far as network and stuff. He got skills, man.
So, but what do you?
So I was watching this, right, and I was like, wow, the action was really great, right? The karate was really great. And like some of the relationships seemed kind of awkward, and that's when I realized this whole time, man, B movies are some of the best movies out there. But we don't understand how great they are because, wait for it, they're too real.
So what do you classify as a B movie? What criteria would you follow in order for something to be classified as a B movie?
You heard of Falcon Rise?
No. Never.
Seen the trailer for it?
No.
Have you heard about a buzz like when we saw what was the one that was like the one that your man did again that started from grassroots? They basically made it themselves, and then they got the crowdfunding to actually make it a real movie. It was black. It was a long time ago, but I forgot. It was your man again.
What was it about?
It was a parody on the black exploitative film.
Oh, Black Dynamite.
Okay. Yeah. So it was like that. So even something like that, right? It was something small, but then you hear about it in the film festivals and it became major.
Yeah.
So anything that wasn't what I just listed is a B movie. Something you never heard of, something that you scrolled through Hulu and you were like, oh snap, Gary Busey's still alive.
Like The Trap with T.I. and Mike Epps, DCM Fly, Tiana Taylor.
Full of stars, but nobody.
Are they though?
Nobody really. Well,
I mean, at some point, though.
Popular, I guess. Popular in a sense.
Who's a star in that film?
T.I.
Oh, Mike Epps, huh?
Yeah, that's tough.
Mike Epps, T.I.
I gotta base it off your most recent.
Who else was in it?
Queen Latifah was in it too. This is crazy. Queen Latifah was in it.
Damn. But movies like that, right?
Right.
Movies that we don't really hear about until we see later, and you're like, oh, I don't remember seeing a trailer for this. That's because there was no trailer. At least not one released nationally, not regionally, or just in your neighborhood. Right. So movies like that, I think we kind of, the reason why they're the best movies out there is because they are truly, they're good. The action is good, you know what I mean? They're readily available.
Right.
But the problem is that they're too real and too fake at the same time.
Too real and
too fake.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain that to me.
So some of these B movies that you'll see, right? You'll see a movie and you're like, damn, I don't know why this didn't make it. This was a really good movie, right? What you'll notice with some of the B movies is that the relationships seem a little awkward, right? Some of the things that happen, you're like, oh,
it's forced.
Yeah, it seems forced, but that's because we've gotten used to seeing major Hollywood movies that depict what life is, and it's not real life. B movies give you real life. What's that to you? You know there's sugar. You didn't like sugar.
I did. Actually, I did.
Still? What'd you get? The Earl Grey?
No, that's the wild orange.
So you might need more sugar.
Man, it's cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
But yeah, so you see a movie like that and it's really, really good. But then at the same time, some B movies are just too outrageous. The relationships are good, right? This is something you'd normally do on a regular day. It's a little awkward.
Right.
It's not because the writing is bad. It's because this is what real life looks like. Not everyone has the punchlines.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that you could appreciate, but at the same time we cringe at. The other thing is that some of the stuff is just too unrealistic. Like I'll just use a random example. That movie you just told me about with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Dirty.
Like that plot is just too bizarre that wouldn't happen in real life. And I think that's kind of the thing that keeps B movies from being a little bit more popular and us seeing less B movies.
Well, that could kind of happen in real life. Now, a movie. Okay, so let's talk about B movies that turn into A movies, right? Can you guys think of one off the top of your head? A B movie that turned into an A movie.
Like Dynamite.
Well, that turned into a series too. Animated series as well.
Oh yeah.
All right, you ready?
Chocolate Giddy Up.
What?
That was hilarious.
Okay. Sharknado.
Okay.
You said that was a B movie that turned into
an A movie. To an A movie.
It did go to the theater, right?
No, it didn't go into a theater.
No.
It just became one of the highest grossing B movies of all time. To the point where they made like 15 sequels to it, you know, and actually set the precedent for what's the I just saw a preview for it. The fucking it's a storm like a hurricane with the alligator. Have you not seen it?
I heard about it because someone talked about Sharknado and they were like, it's like Sharknado. And
It's like Shark. Okay, there's a storm that happens. A house gets flooded. I think there's a huge crawl. There's a huge alligator or crocodile or something like that gets into the basement, and these people can't get out of the basement or some shit like that. You know,
that's like a short ass movie.
You would think that, but they'll figure out a way. It actually doesn't look that bad. Looking at the trailer,
Crawl does look good.
Is it a big ass house?
It's a big ass alligator.
It's a big house, but it's a big alligator in the basement.
So the house needs to be huge because you got a big ass alligator in the basement and we on the stairs.
You would think it would be,
but it's flooded though.
See, well now you have
makes
to
it
understand.
worse.
You have to understand. White people are involved. Black people, we're not going in the basement. Is alligator in the basement? Cool. We're not going in the basement. Movie's over with. Credits.
Oh, so they're in the house. They're not trapped in the basement. They're trapped in the house.
They're trapped in the house.
And it's flooded.
For whatever reason, they want to go into the basement.
We all know that they just like to do that. What's that sound over there?
So there's
I don't
water.
know. Sounds
There's
like
water.
dangerous. Let's
There's water
go.
filling up our house. So let's go to a lower point of our house.
It's better if we get ahead of this and get in the water.
Right. Before anything else gets down there.
They think it was gonna drain some of the water by letting it go into the basement.
I got some original 45s down there. I gotta go get them.
Makes no sense.
But yeah, B movies. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the movies that are being produced for Netflix, because now the budget's getting bigger, the stars are becoming more involved. Of course, Netflix, they have Will Smith locked down for a couple of contracts and things like that. I think Tiffany Haddish has a show or a movie.
And she's supposed to be a voice in the animated feature too.
Yeah, there's just a few different things happening. So it'll be interesting to see if they'll now start classifying the movies that go direct to Netflix or Amazon or Hulu as A movies, or if they'll be maybe praised at just as much, as a movie in theaters. I mean, because we saw what movie was it that won an Oscar? It was a Netflix film. Netflix film that won an Oscar.
I know what you're talking about.
Was it from a popular film that we saw, or was it one of the historical ones?
Because they did.
I know a movie that was on Amazon Video.
That
one? The one about the Queen?
It was it was a series. Sorry, Marvelous Mabel, something like that.
Oh yeah, The Marvelous Miss Mabel.
Yeah.
That was it. That was a joint.
That was I never seen it though.
I don't think I want to see it.
I mean, no lie, the trailer looks interesting though, because it's about like a female of that time, and she was like the first female comedian. Mm-hmm. So I feel like one episode would probably be entertaining, but it didn't draw me enough to it,
Right.
Yeah.
It's a period piece, no pun intended.
So what's your favorite B movie?
There's so many. I don't even remember. Did Street Fighter ever go to theaters back in the day?
Yeah, it did.
That
that reminds me. They're rebooting Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
They're shooting Mortal Kombat right now.
I mean, that could be good. Hopefully, it's not the one I saw on YouTube though.
No,
that was awful.
Are you talking about the series that was on YouTube?
That was
was fire.
So it couldn't have been that, because when I saw
Mortal Kombat Legacy, right?
Yeah.
It couldn't have been that, because when I saw it was trash. So mine might have been a fan movie or something.
Michael John White was in it.
No, so
he was Jax.
Something
No, that was Legacy.
That's what I'm saying. Mortal Kombat Legacy,
that's not what
the
he's
series.
Yeah, that's not what he's
You talking about the original movie?
No, I saw something else that was booty.
Yeah.
That shit was trash.
There was Mortal Kombat the original, and then there was Mortal Kombat Annihilation with Jax with the metal arms.
Listen, this is what I saw. I saw a trailer for something that was garbage. The CGI was ridiculous. It seems like something that I would have put together. I don't know shit about editing.
No, it wasn't that.
Whoever made that, if you know who you are, hey, just keep trying, man. I ain't trying to shit on you. Just keep trying. Yeah.
Speaking of, hey, I did caught that Mortal Kombat 11. So whenever y'all ready,
I just want
He been getting a little bit of practice though.
I just want to bring this up though, because
I didn't really need much practice. I got on the sticks and it was like,
listen,
it was like 1996 again.
I just want to point out that it's real convenient that I sent out the survey about which game we was gonna play, and we all decided on which game we was gonna play. And when he realized he couldn't play it, he the only one went out and got a different game.
Word.
He was like, "Oh, now I got that Mortal Kombat, and leave that Street Fighter alone. Like, come on, house."
You can still get the Street
I was
Fighter.
never really good at Street Fighter.
Yeah, you can still.
I was good at Mortal Kombat. I was good at Tekken. I was good at Soul Calibur.
I already realized, man. I already remember. You wanted to think Mortal Kombat, so you bought Mortal Kombat. You wanted Injustice, and I was like, nah, we ain't going there. And my game is like Tekken, so I was like, let's meet a Street Fighter, because Street Fighter, I think, is one of the least popular games among those titles.
You know what, man? Nah, Tekken.
You think Tekken
Is less popular than Street Fighter. Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely. Street Fighter may be the most popular.
Nah.
It's between Street
As
Fighter
of
and Mortal
now?
Kombat.
As of
Yeah,
now
yeah.
or back then?
Because nobody was fucking with what do I got?
I feel like Street Fighter had its plateau, and then Tekken came was like, yo, we go to Tekken.
I think
And then people mess with Soul
I
Calibur
think
for a little
people
bit.
mess with Tekken because it was something different at the time, but we didn't stick with Tekken.
But was Tekken that much different from Virtual Fighter? And nobody was really messing with Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, nobody fucked with Virtual.
Well, I don't think you can fuck with Virtual Fighter that came from Sega.
Yeah.
That had to stop at some point. Not everybody jumped over through the Dreamcast years.
Now you can put up an argument like Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
It's a class.
That's a good one.
That's a
Cinder,
Supposedly they have it. They have it back out.
I think you texted me about that, and I asked the dudes at GameStop No Plug, and they were like, "What?" So, that
Yeah,
was-
Cinder and Fulgore were my two players.
Did we talk about Soul Calibur too?
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
I used to kill niggas in Soul Calibur.
Oh, if I had Maxi, we were done.
I think.
So what's up, man?
With
When
the
y'all
nunchucks?
getting your ass
I
whooped?
don't know, man. We gotta pick a day where
We gotta work
just
that out.
socialize because we work so hard.
We plotting some Memorial Day thing, so
Oh yeah, we can do that. I mean, if everybody's available, we can do an all day thing.
Who's spot?
It's between me and you.
it's gotta be his.
Yeah? Alright, so it's gonna be at the
You got a
front.
big spot. You can put a table and everybody.
You got the high ceilings, so.
Oh, okay.
Get us a
All
long
right.
table.
Yeah, you got more chairs, but it's cool. You got it.
I'll bring chairs.
All right, cool. Yeah, all right. So anyway, I remember we talked about last week. We talking about what, B movies. All right.
Yeah.
So that's
movies.
done. That's
So what was your? To be honest with you, I don't know if this was a B movie, but in my mind it was. But it was still very very fun to watch. Snakes on a Plane.
That was a big movie.
that was definitely a B
Snakes
movie.
was- that was
Even though it
very
was in theaters. Even though it was in theaters.
But it was entertaining.
Definitely a B
Super
movie.
entertaining.
You know what I like? Belly 2.
It was a Billy too.
Y'all see Belly 2?
I saw the art. Never clicked on it. It's like I never seen State Property 3.
Even in State Property 3.
Exactly.
Yo.
You see the similarities.
See, one thing that gets on my nerves when somebody makes a movie with a title that purposely is designed to deceive you into thinking it's another movie. Like, for example, like Snakes on a Plane was out, but this was back then when, Blockbuster was still popular. You know what I'm saying? So
That's where all the big movies were.
I'm there, I was looking on the wall.
Shots out to the block.
Yeah, man. I was on the wall, I saw Snakes on a Train.
Picked it up by accident.
So, this was the sequel.
Took it home.
I promise I was like, Sam Jackson's not in it, but might see it because I like the first one.
Right.
And then I watched it and I was highly upset because the snake ended up eating the train.
I'm sure them snakes look like trash, too.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Like Anaconda
Like
4?
the animation was so bad. So bad. And for some reason the snake grew and grew and eats the train car by car.
So the snake
I was
bigger
very
than the
upset.
train.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was some special chemical. It was like a regular sized snake, but then some special chemical got spilled onto it, and it gradually grew throughout the movie.
So it was no longer on the train.
It was on the
outside
train, and then it started eating the train
Oh, so it was on the train at some point. Because I was about to say I'm suing for voter advertising.
Right. Like, you just lied to me straight from the title.
Word.
Yeah.
I can't
should have
remember,
known, man. I really should have known.
I've seen so many B movies. I don't even remember which.
That's money
was
I
my
can't
favorite.
get back.
Probably anything that Jean-Claude Van Damme has done. On back in USA was a thing. Yeah.
So
Made a
you
lot.
didn't like Jean-Claude Van Damme's Street Fighter?
Yeah, that was in theaters, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, that
But
was in
did you
theaters.
like it?
I loved it.
I didn't like the fact.
A lot of people give it slack. I thought it was pretty dope for the time.
Yeah.
And it didn't ruin what the game was about. You know, it wasn't like the representations.
Do you
were
like
way
it
off.
still?
Yeah, I still watch it. Yeah.
Word?
Real shit. Yeah.
That's tough. Yo, it's tough. It's hard for me to watch that.
I can't watch Mario.
It's hard for me to watch Mario.
Mario Brothers?
But I love it though, but it's hard for me to watch it.
I still watch it. I fall asleep on it, but I watch it.
And Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
The first one?
No, the
second
second one.
With Jax, where he had the arms
And
that he conveniently took off.
Shao Kahn at the end returned to the fucking
Yeah.
Oh. No. Yeah.
And then Liu Kang turned into the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was too much.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
And they switched Sonya Blade. The first Sonya Blade was fine.
As if we weren't gonna notice.
Right.
Yo, I'm so glad like
And then they killed Johnny Cage
They stopped doing
within the
it.
first 5 minutes of the film.
Mm-hmm. Crack his bag, he was out of there.
Oh, that was your man.
Right.